The little boy was simply releasing a golden carp into the river. The next second a shimmering golden scale appeared in his hand. A year later the carp who had cultivated for 1,000 years took human form. Grandpa Turtle told the little girl to repay the boy who once saved her, and reminded her never to misuse her powers, never reveal her true form, never give away her inner core. He handed her a magical conch that could sense her benefactor. With confidence the girl set off on her journey to repay her debt. As soon as she arrived at the warlord's estate, she saw a little boy almost being poisoned by a cunning woman. She immediately recognized that the life-saving medicine was actually lethal poison. The boy was in critical condition, and the doctor said only the 7-star lotus could save him. But the lotus was a rare treasure impossible to buy. As everyone panicked, the girl calmly said she could ask the birds to help. The crowd sneered at her suggestion, but she ignored them completely. She called out to the birds, and in an instant the sky filled with flocks of birds. Soon she selected the most agile one, and asked it to find the lotus. Hours passed with no sign of the bird's return. The cunning woman stirred up the matriarch to throw the girl out. But just then, the bird returned with the lotus in its beak. The girl quickly used it to heal the boy. The matriarch's attitude softened as she watched him wake up, and the doctor was shocked by his recovery. The boy sensed something familiar in the girl, and asked the matriarch to let her stay, wanting to see him happy. The matriarch agreed without hesitation. Grateful for the girl's help, the woman decided to adopt her as a daughter. The girl happily accepted, thinking she could now openly earn merit by helping him. Slowly the boy regained his strength, but the cunning woman grew anxious, for if he recovered, her dream of becoming the warlord's wife would be ruined. Unexpectedly the matriarch agreed to the adoption. Days later, the warlord returned. The girl ran up and praised his handsome looks. The woman came out to greet him, but after 8 years, their misunderstanding had only deepened. They greeted each other with bitter sarcasm. Seeing this, the cunning woman tried to curry favor, but the warlord completely ignored her. Not giving up, she met with a thug that night, and offered a fortune to have him humiliate the woman at the upcoming banquet. The thug hesitated, afraid of causing trouble at the warlord's estate, but she opened a chest of gold, and he immediately agreed. Meanwhile the woman felt insecure about her scarred face. The little girl secretly used her magic to remove the scar. The next day, the woman arrived at the banquet in a stunning gown. To everyone's shock, the woman once thought ugly was breathtakingly beautiful. Even the warlord was momentarily stunned. He whispered a compliment on her beauty, but her response made him realize she still cared most about the title of warlord's wife. Suddenly the thug burst in, claiming to be her lover. The warlord stepped in to defend her, but the thug held up her undergarment as evidence. The cunning woman added that her name was stitched on it. The woman was at a loss for words. The warlord realized she was being framed, and ordered the thug to be taken away. Still doubtful, he pulled the woman aside to question her. Seeing her in tears, he assumed she was disgusted by him and left. No sooner had he gone, a group of people stormed in and took the woman away. The matriarch saw the warlord hesitate to punish her, so she decided to take matters into her own hands, and ordered the woman thrown into the pond. Just then, the little girl appeared in time to save her, but the excessive use of magic caused her to suffer backlash. She suddenly remembered what Grandpa Turtle said. On the day of the lunar eclipse, she would lose all her powers, and with that thought, she